So my N64 died last night. I don't know exactly what's wrong, nor do I really know what I'm doing as far as repairing it, but I'm hoping I can take you on my little adventure and see if I can find anything immediately wrong with it, because the more obvious, the more easy it might be for me to repair. I don't really know, but I was playing Super Mario 64 and I got up to make a sandwich. The game was running for maybe about like 10 minutes without me doing anything, and out of nowhere the screen went black. My goal with this is to open this up, hopefully find anything that looks immediately wrong so I can repair it. But other than that, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm getting the feeling I'm gonna open this thing up and put it back together with no success. So let's take you on that adventure. Go ahead and pop my expansion card out of here. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the thing apart so I can have access to everything. Looking in here, I can't really see any of the board, so it's not immediately apparent that there's any problems. Yeah, great. Maybe this will be a stupid easy repair, or I'll just end this video, like I said, asking for help. So prior to my console breaking, playing Japanese Mario 64 was quite an interesting experience. Essentially, every single dialogue box, I was pulling out my phone, trying to take a picture of it, of the text, and using Google Translate. And for the most part, it seemed like it was working pretty fine. Like, I could kind of figure out what the characters were talking about and what the objectives were. Sometimes I would have to take multiple pictures and the dialogue would change a little bit, but generally the gist of what was being said was there, and I was feeling pretty confident about navigating the game. I'm just kind of going at random screws until the thing lifts up. This is probably painfully obvious to anybody who is familiar with taking apart these consoles. Hey, there we go. All right. And yeah, I don't know too much of what I'm looking at right here. But, alright, here's our pins for our power connector. So I can at least put my multimeter on there and see if anything isn't doing what it says to on the box. There we go, we got 11.7, 3.5, that's not bad. Part of me wants this to not be working, because, like, I could just buy a new one. 3.5, okay. Yay, no yay, great. Well, I mean, the first part of troubleshooting is isolating the issue, even though I wish that this was the issue. Alright, so the other thing I'm going to try to do is just make sure there's continuity, or I guess better yet, see what the resistance is between these pins. Alright, well that looks like it's all good. Controller in there. Alright, so you go in like that. So this is where I noticed while editing the video that I clearly plug the expansion pack in backwards. So if it didn't break while I was playing the game, it most certainly broke while I was testing it right here. And I then spend the next 40 minutes just slowly going insane, not really knowing what I'm doing trying to fix this thing. Here's the fun montage of me losing my mind. I think I made it worse. I might just pause this and do some research. Poor N64. I just wanted to play Mario. And as far as I can tell, I can't smell anything burning, so, I mean, there's that, but, yeah, that's a wonderful way to diagnose things. Does it smell like it's on fire, yes or no? But as far as I know, I have only just opened this thing up and made the problem worse. I don't like this. I am frustrated, unhappy, and confused. All the capacitors can't be bad. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I wish I was smarter. Right, this doesn't seem right. Yeah, okay, this is a 6. Follow the trace. Oh my god. Help me. I'm too dumb. I should be getting some amount of continuity on either sides of these little guys here. Maybe I'm just not pressing hard enough. Please, oh please. Okay, yeah, that's not helpful. Metal. Okay, as far as I understand, C stands for capacitor. Who knows how true that is? I will probably end up breaking things or finding out that I am still very uninformed of how to do this. But welcome to my adventure. How to test capacitor.
Hi everyone. So welcome to another video how to test cell capacitors using the multimeter.
Wonderful. There's a little bit of thermal paste that I can replace. And I think the shield should just pop up. Yep, like so. Another switch. I guess let's test that. I don't know. I mean, our switch should be switching, but cool. The more I try, the less confidence I continue to have in myself. Okay, well, I did just learn something. I just kind of pulled on this and it popped out, so I at least know I can clean inside of here. There's a little bit of gunk in there from 1999. This thing's 26 years old. Well, still no progress, but something to clean. Cool. So another thing that I've learned is that the system actually won't even power on unless there's a jumper pack inside. Part of it might be that the jumper pack isn't making the right contact. Let's go ahead and get this opened up, cleaned up, and see if that saves me. I had so much more confidence going into this, but just with every single screw that I take out and every little thing I touch, I just fear that I'm breaking it more and more. There's a little thermal pad on that. The contacts here don't look too bad. I just wish I could go in here, see something that's obviously wrong, clean it up, resolder it. I guess another thing that I could try is grabbing my old jumper pack and putting that in. Because I did learn that, like, you need the jumper pack for this thing to even turn on. Which I didn't know that before. I thought that, like, I don't know, at least the thing would have powered on without it. Like, you would have at least gotten the red light. I know that you can't play games without the jumper pack, but I didn't know that the thing didn't even turn on. I mean, the thing that also worries me is that, like, I was mid-game. It's not like this thing was just sitting around for years in someone's garage or whatever, and then it didn't turn on. It was working perfectly fine, and then decided not to. Power supply. Oh, okay. All right, the light is on? Oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, we're back to where I was before all of this mess, but the light turned on. All right, now I'm just gonna hope that I got the video cable plugged back in. Let's get the monitor back in frame, and let's just see if I got really lucky. All right. Let's power on video 2. Let's put our good old Mario back in. All right, we still got no video, but the light is on. Somehow that's good news. Okay, I guess it's also worth testing to see if it's my expansion pack. Right now I just got the jumper pack. I'd rather this break, even though these are kind of pricey now, than the whole thing. So here's my old jumper pack that originally came with my console. Bada bing, bada in. Oh my God. All right, let's try it with the expansion pack. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to play Mario without spending another $150 for a whole new console. Oh my God, okay, all right, let's just set that in there, and, All right, so it might be just a problem with my expansion pack, which I'm more than happy to try to buy another one of these, given how much I've been stressing over this. But all right, let's put that back in and power on. Logo. Okay. All right. Let's give that a good wiggle. Nothing. So we got a bad expansion pack. Let's just try taking this apart again and giving it an even better clean. Nothing here looks like it's bad. Yeah, I guess let's just clean this thing really good and hope for the best. I think I might have learned a lesson with this one. Hopefully I learned a lesson on this one. Because theoretically I could have just figured this all out without ever opening the console. You know, grab my old jumper pack and put it in and see if that worked, rather than spending this whole afternoon opening and testing the console, thinking I broke it more, not understanding what I'm doing. But I saw Pikachu on my screen, so it doesn't matter. But you know what? I don't really play too many of the games that require the expansion pack, so I can do without this for a little bit. Video. Power. Expansion. On. Take you out. Put you in. N64. All right, let's see if we can get Mario on our screen. Mario! Oh my god, that's such a... Oh, this is beautiful. I saved Mario. Now I just gotta put this all back together and put it back in my living room. Thank you guys for watching. My N64 is working again, maybe a little bit less better than it used to be, but I'm just happy to be playing Mario again. And instead of asking people to subscribe to the channel, I want to bring attention to other YouTubers. The first being the Doubtful Technician. He is definitely an inspiration for this channel getting started, along of course with DankPods, but if you're seeing this video, I can almost guarantee that you know who DankPods is anyways. But he has a very different personality, and he literally brings things to the table that I don't think DankPods or any of you would ever get your hands on. He is a lot more reckless. He basically one-grits everything, if you know what I mean. And he has a personality that is just really fun, and I enjoy seeing him in my subscriptions every time he uploads. And the other YouTuber is Osukari. He does speedrunning, video essays / documentaries, specifically on the N64, so I thought that would be fitting for this video. I've left their channel names both here in the video, and also I'm going to have links to them in the description, and I want to make a habit of this going forward. For every video, I want to bring attention other YouTubers that I enjoy and that I think are on slightly the smaller side and could always use the boost. Well, hope to see you next time.